Record of 4-0, fighting out of Missouri. At 32 years old, he'll be fighting against, again, here's the made guy, as they say, yordanis despaigne. 29 years old, only 2-0 because he is from Cuba, defected as well, defected with Guillermo Rigondeaux. He is a three-time Cuban national champion at 165 pounds. That's saying something. He also reached the quarterfinals of the 2004 Olympic Games at middleweight before losing to the talented Andre Durrell of the United States. Durrell now making a name for himself as a pro. So yordanis despaigne taking on Mickey Scarborough, who's smiling for now. He is married with 3 kids, and his wife, in fact, Teddy, is his trainer. Adrian will be in his corner.
Well, if the fans like knockouts, and they always do, I think they're going to be satisfied tonight. I think you're going to get plenty of them. Because
as we see Yo Adrian there in the corner, Adrian Scarborough.
And the one thing I say, Brian, a lot of times I say in a fight that I think is going to go down quick, I say don't go to the refrigerator. For this fight, I'm going to say actually you can go to the fridge, but go quick and only get a soda and don't open it up.
Okay.
Just bring it with you and open it in front of the TV.
There'll be time later.
There'll be time
when
later.
we're talking about Mayweather and Marquez later.
Yeah, and don't worry about pouring it in the glass. Just sip at it.
I like that. No food. No food. You can eat later.
Here we go.
All the fights for Scarborough have been in Missouri, Kansas, and Arkansas. We've been through this before. You can build records there. And Scarborough had his records built there.
Take a step back.
Scarborough says he has an aggressive style. He says he's a fighter, not a boxer. Said, I may take 5 shots to every shot I land. It's not a good idea when you're in with elite, world-class competition, and that's what we're talking about. Teddy, week after week, you say, I could tell this guy has had 200 amateur fights, 100 amateur fights, or in some cases like these Cubans, 300 amateur fights. Makes a difference.
All you need to know is that the Cuban fighter Despaigne has had over 200 amateur fights, and Scarborough has had 7 amateur fights.
Teddy, I legitimately watch this and fights like this and just hope the guy doesn't get hurt. That's what's on my mind first. While I'm looking at, hey, what type of prospect, what type of pro is Despaigne, I also have to, and I'm sure some of our viewers are thinking, I hope I don't see this guy laid out too hard. That's what we expect.
Well, Despaigne, he's not one of the finesseful Cuban fighters that you would think you're seeing with all that amateur experience. He's a guy who depends more on his physicality. He looks to load up on big shots. He likes to go downstairs and bang to the body. And he's going to get a chance to do that right now as Scarborough invites him to go to the body by putting those earmuffs on.
You would figure he just can't stand there. There's no way he's going to be able to stand in there against Despaigne, who is, again, a fully matured 29-year-old, 6'1", 175.
And again, you see that amateur experience of Despaigne, little subtle moves. At the right time, he'll move his head in between punches, and he'll allow the punches of Scarborough to go right by without landing.
Nice head movement, too. Now he tries a little bolo action. You have to like the way he moves his head and has a good arsenal with his uppercuts and his hooks.
And again, Scarborough has not been helped by the fact that he's taken this fight after being off for 1 year and 1 month. Last time he was in the ring. And if you go back 2 fights ago, Scarborough was off.
That right hand hurt him. That right hand hurt Mickey Scarborough. He covers up now, and that's be a terrible beating.
Well, I'm glad about 2 things. I'm glad that, as you touched on, Scarborough did not get hurt, because we said it right from the beginning. This was a mismatch. We said it before the first punch was thrown. And also, I'm glad that I put out that little bit of a warning to the fans that you can go to the fridge, but go very quickly. Just get a soda. Don't open it.
You did have time to go. Yeah.
Don't open it. Bring it right back, and then open it when you got back in front of the set.
Depending on how large your house is. yordanis despaigne, impressive here, considering what was in front of him. Again, Despaigne still a young pro. That's only his 3rd pro fight. He's now up to 3-0. And you see, once that right hand, that's the right hand that hit Teddy, and it was over.
It was nothing fancy. I said it at the beginning. Despaigne, not one of your most finesseful fighters, uses his physicality. He has long arms. He has good size. And right there, all he did was keep punching until the referee came in after having hurt Scarborough initially, as you said, with that right hand. Again, nothing fancy here. Scarborough not helping himself, putting the earmuffs on, cannot see the punches coming, cannot throw back. He is handcuffed, and Despaigne knew what to do. Just keep them going and force the referee to do the right thing.
yordanis despaigne, you can tell he probably had much tougher rounds in sparring than he had here tonight in front of the fans in Miami Beach. Let's go back up to our ring and Bob Alexander.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Fontainebleau, Miami Beach, your referee in charge, Frank Santori Jr., stops this bout at 1 minute, 41 seconds of the first round. Your winner by TKO, still undefeated, yordanis despaigne.
Yordanis despaigne, now 3-0, three-time Cuban national champion, again an Olympian.